Guys, welcome back to Click Academics. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to solve this Olympiad problem. So we have the square root of I plus the square root of negative I. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this equal to x. So we have the square root of I plus the square root of negative I is equal to x. Now I'm going to square both sides. So we have the square root of I plus the square root of negative I squared is equal to x squared. Now if we have something in the form a plus b squared, this is actually equal to a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So let's let a equal the square root of I and b equal the square root of negative I. So in this case, we would have the square root of I squared plus 2 times the square root of I times the square root of negative I plus the square root of negative I squared. And this is equal to x squared. Now the square root of I squared is simply just I. And the square root of negative I squared is negative I. Well, I minus I is simply 0, so these two cancel out. So we're simply left with 2 root I times the square root of negative I. And this is equal to 2 times the square root of I times negative I. Now, I times negative I is the same thing as negative I times I. Well, I squared, as we all know, is negative 1. So negative 1 times negative 1 is simply 1. So this would simply be 1. So we have 2 times the square root of 1. And this would actually be positive or negative. And the square root of 1 is simply 1, so we have positive or negative 2. But this, however, is equal to x squared. So now if we take our square root on both sides, we get plus or minus the square root of 2. So this would be our answer.